three are the cell organelles: nucleus, chloroplast, vacuole, mitochondria, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi apparatus, lysosome, and several others. Now we will understand each of these organelles in details. So let's start.
Hello everyone, welcome to Study Here. Today we are going to start with the chapter cell. Okay, so let's get started with the definition. So this is the definition. So what it says, the structural and functional unit of life. So before going further into the cell, first of all we have to know what is the meaning of cell. So meaning of cell is the structural and functional unit of life. Now from the word structural you can understand it gives a structure, a definite structure to a cell. A cell can be rectangular in shape, a cell can be circular in shape, a cell can be of pleomorphic, means doesn't have a proper shape, like for example amoeba. So there are different kind of shape and sizes of a cell. Okay, now if we go to the next one, it is the functional. Now what is the meaning of functional unit? This one. This word. Function means it performs some function. Cell not only gives a proper structure, it also performs various functions. Like as we can say for mitochondria, there are several organelles in the cell. Mitochondria, ribosome, chloroplast, these are some cell organelles which perform different functions for the body. So we need energy for our functions to carry on. We need proteins to develop our body properly. So in this case, the cell is the ultimate source of all these things. So cell acts as a functional unit as well. Now what is the meaning of unit? Unit means a single unit. If we know this thing, that's with a cell, another two terms come into place: unicellular and multicellular. The body which is made up of one cell, it is known as unicellular. Where the body is made up of number of cells with a different type of cells, we say it as a multicellular. Now multicellular organisms means what? If I take an example of a wall, if this is a wall, I have a bricks. I don't have only one brick, I have several bricks to make a wall. Right? So what we can say, that this single unit is known as cell, okay, which is performing two functions. One is the structural function, it is giving a structure to a cell, and also it is giving functional properties, okay, but it is a single unit. When there are a lot of cells involved, many cells are involved, we say them as a tissue. Okay, that means we got two things over here, cell and tissue. A single cell, when it comprises of many cells, when it is composed of too many cells and it accompanies in a place, it can be of same sizes or in different sizes, they are known as tissue. That means tissue is a group of cells performing a similar function. So that is a tissue. Now remember, several kind of tissue like epithelial tissue, muscular tissue, glandular tissue which secretes some hormones or enzymes. So all this kind of tissue will develop into a organ. Now this organ, several kind of organ, like for example if I say respiratory system, which comprises of windpipe, lungs, alveoli, bronchus, nose. So these are several organs which consist in respiratory system. That means organ, a group of organ will make a system, a group of cell will make a tissue, a group of tissue will make an organ, a group of organ will make a group of organ system. Okay, so now let's move on to the next segment. That means I hope it is clear to you all that what is actually a cell. Now in cell we have two types of cell, two types main. One is prokaryotic, another is eukaryotic. Now prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. Pro means from the word pro, you can understand it is primitive. So when if we consider the previous world or the first organism that developed in the ecosystem was a marine organism, okay, which was their habitat was marine ecosystem. So the machinery or the setup of the cell was very simple. They didn't need much of the organelles to perform their functions. So they were very simple, and you know, everything comes from simple to complex mode. So first of all, prokaryotic, it's a primitive type of cell which is having no nucleus. Okay, it is having no nucleus, and mainly this type of cell we find in a bacteria, protista, green algae, okay, blue green algae or any kind of algae. So we find this kind of a type of cell. Now let's come to the eukaryotic. Eukaryotic means there is a presence of cell organelles, and a well membrane bound organelles are also present, and obviously there is nucleus, and they are advanced eukaryotic. Okay, eukaryotic means it's a more advanced type of the cell, and karyotic means karyote, it's a nucleus. No nucleus, it is with nucleus, and it consists of several kind of organelles as well, like mitochondria, Golgi bodies, endoplasmic reticulum, etc. Several others. Okay, lysosome, everything. Now these are what the difference between prokaryotic and eukaryotic. Another very important difference is that they contains, both of them contains ribosomes. Okay, but the ribosomes are in a little bit difference is there. So ribosome actually have a small unit and a big unit. Here is also the same type. A ribosome has a small unit and a big unit. Okay. Now the small unit actually both of them make 70S ribosome over here, and here it is 80S ribosome. Now what is 70S? It is the sedimentation coefficient. With how much means how faster this both of the molecules get sedimented when we do centrifugation. So this is 70S. So this is 70S and this is 80S. Okay. The smaller subunit is of 50S and the smaller subunit is 30S and the bigger subunit is 50S. So the smaller subunit is 40S and the bigger subunit is 60S. So here comes the Sedberg unit. This is known as Sedberg unit. S stands for Sedberg unit. Okay. So this is 30S. So here are a small kind of differences. Now in the next chapter we will be dealing with this in details, prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells in details. But now I want to say you there is another important thing that I wanted to share with you, that what is about the cell theory. One theory is proposed by Sheldon and Swan. Sheldon and Swan in 1838 and 1839 they have undergone several experiments, and they have found that plant cell and animal cell contains a lot many, means they are composed, the plant and animal is composed of lot many of cells, this kind of cells. So he formulated one theory that all living things on earth that is present, it is made up of some kind of or other cells. So it is made up of cell. Now Virtue was another scientist who has opened another door, which Swan and Sheldon has not talked about. Sheldon and Swan didn't say about how the cell has come, how the cell has replicated, from where the cell has arisen. So they didn't say about anything about this topic. So Virtue in 1855, after a long procedure of experimentation and trial and error method, he found that all the cells replicate from the pre-existing cell. That means already there is a cell, and the cell has undergone some division, cell division as you know, and they have replicated and they have formed a new cell. So accordingly I can show you one through a diagram that a cell is there, if it divides and it will form two cells. That means this is the pre-existing cell and these are new cells. Clear? So cell theory states what? all all living things are made up of cells. One. And number two is new cells arise from pre-existing cells. So thank you for now. I hope it is clear to you all, and in the next video we will talk about prokaryotic and eukaryotic eukaryotic cells, and for now we are going to move on to the next video. Okay, so please stay tuned for our next video to come on this topics. Thank you and have a nice day.